Hi, you have a brain, and in that brain you got a pituitary gland. Right here. It is attached to the base of the brain by a thin stem of blood vessels and is near cell projections. It is located in between the hypothalamus and pineal gland, just behind the bridge of the nose. It's interesting fact time. Did you know that the pituitary gland is about the size of a pea? Pretty rad, bros. The pituitary gland controls the thyroid gland, adrenal glands, ovaries, and testicles. It also produces hormones for organs in the body, such as the growth hormones for muscles and bones. Glands and hormones are a long communication chain in the body. How the pituitary gland is able to function is with the help of the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus sends signals in the form of hormones to the pituitary gland, telling it how much hormones are needed to send to the other glands. The pituitary gland then secretes hormones that signal to the glands how much hormones they need to secrete. It's even more interesting fact time. The pituitary gland regulates mood, behavior, and a startling number of mental and emotional health issues, such as bipolarity. Pretty cool, right? The pituitary gland works with the endocrine system. The endocrine system includes the pituitary gland, the hypothalamus, which secretes a hormone causing the pituitary gland to stop the release of growth hormones, the thyroid gland, where the pituitary controls the release of thyroid hormones, which help maintain normal blood pressure, heart rate, digestions, muscle tone, and reproductive functions. The parathyroid glands, which release the parathyroid hormone, which helps regulate calcium levels in the blood and bone metabolism. The adrenal glands, which produce hormones that help the body with physical and emotional stress. The pineal body, which secretes a hormone called melatonin that helps regulate the wake-sleep cycle of the body. The reproductive glands are where the main source of sex hormones are located. And the pancreas, which produces insulin and glucagon that regulates the level of glucose in the blood. It's double fact time. The frontal lobe is the biggest part of the pituitary, taking up 80% of the gland's overall weight. Also, the pituitary gland is often called the master gland of the human body because many parts of the body are directly or indirectly affected by its function. Good for you, pituitary. The pituitary gland is very important not only to the endocrine system, but the body overall. As said in the fact, the pituitary gland is known to be the master gland because its hormones control other parts of the endocrine system. With the help of the pituitary gland, it causes a chain effect from organ to organ when the pituitary gland releases certain hormones and the organs receiving the hormones produce more hormones needed to maintain the health of the body.
It's the final
Fact. 1/6 of people have a tumor or cyst on the pituitary. Talk about being whack. If the pituitary gland were to be removed, it would cause utter chaos throughout the body. The pituitary gland is the main endocrine gland and it controls the functions of other endocrine glands in the body. Without the pituitary gland, all hormone production would be lost, causing hypopituitarism. Hypopituitarism is diminished hormone secretion by the pituitary gland, which causes dwarfism in children and premature aging in adults. The outcome of the removal of the pituitary gland is hormonal imbalance, which can lead to the loss of growth hormones, absences of the follicle-stimulating hormones, and luteinizing hormones causing infertility. Without the pituitary gland, the body wouldn't grow properly, it wouldn't reproduce, and other bodily functions wouldn't function, such as the bones wouldn't get the message to grow, and the body wouldn't know when to begin puberty. According to Charles Darwin's theory of natural selection, it is needed for a species to reproduce and grow in order to survive and pass down characteristic advantages to their offspring. This is known to be the survival of the fittest. Therefore, we should not remove the pituitary gland because we need its hormones to control growth, blood pressure, contractions during birth, breast milk production, sex organ functions in both males and females, thyroid gland function, the conversion of food into energy, water imbalance via the control of reabsorption of water by the kidneys, temperature regulation, and pain relief. Concluding, we should not remove the pituitary gland because we need it in order to survive as a species and avoid becoming extinct.